What's going on, everyone? Today is day 43 of 90. It's been an amazing week so far. Of course, I got back from St. Thomas last night at 3 a.m. and got to work this morning. There's a lot going on. In fact, today was actually one of the most unproductive days I think I've ever had, and it's not even close to being over. Just going through and answering the mass of emails that have accumulated in my inbox. But there are consequences to going away for a little bit. The question I think I've gotten a few times, and I know I've answered a few times, but I know everyone doesn't watch every single video. And for the people who know my story, 3 years ago, didn't own a single piece of real estate. And today, the team has over 300 units in and around Tulsa, for mobile home parks, apartment buildings, single-family houses. It's just been a whirlwind of the last 3 years. And a few people, over coffee have just asked, like, what does it take to do that fast? And first of all, I don't know if I'd consider it fast. There's always going to be somebody ahead of you who's doing it faster. There's a lot of people I even follow on Facebook that are growing at a rate that I'm just like, how is that possible? So even if you may be getting into real estate and you look and be like, oh, how has Will done this so fast? I'm sitting here looking at people up here thinking, like, how are these people buying, thousands of units, every single month or year? So there's always gonna be somebody ahead, but at the end of the day, it just takes a lot of hard work, but that's any business. It takes surrounding yourself with really good people. Again, any business. You can't do this alone, and you've got to be just absolutely obsessed. And I think you've got to find partners who are obsessed in kind of the same weird way that you are. This is all you think about, all you talk about, and before long, if you're like me, all your friends are in real estate. They're all investors. Like, it seems like everybody's a real estate investor anymore, because I don't have any friends really who aren't, because that's all we talk about. It's all we think about. It's all we talk about. And it's really kind of all we do. Like, even on a trip or going somewhere, 90% of the conversation is real estate. So just kind of understanding that you have to absolutely just become obsessed. And again, there's a big difference between investing in real estate as a hobby on the side and then making it your full-time job. The numbers have to be a lot better, and that I think requires a level of just obsession, which could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I think it just depends on what season of life you're in. I'm definitely in a season of life where work is the priority. I love what I do. I love who I get to do it with, and I am obsessed. It's all I think about, all I talk about, and all I really want to do. So I think that's what it takes. But another thing that I always say when people kind of ask that is you've got to be willing to get just incredibly creative. Now, like, you've got to know every single strategy whenever you look at a house, because if you don't, you're going to lose. Like, if you just flip one way, you're going to lose to somebody else. If any seller in Tulsa, at least, if you're sending mail or cold calling, they've already been cold called. Like, they've already received 10 other letters. You got to set yourself apart, and you've got to find a way that you can actually create a win-win with everybody you work with, and that includes your tenants, that includes like the people you're buying properties from, it's your investors, everyone. Like, everybody has to win, or you're no different from the next guy. So kind of creating those like unique situations where everybody is so happy that they walk away kind of thinking, God, I just ripped that guy off. And he's walking away thinking, I just ripped that guy off. Like, everybody's got to be that happy about the deal that was just made. And you got to get really, really creative to do that. And kind of the last thing is, and kind of goes, I guess, with creativity, is you've got to have investors. You can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Banks move extremely slow. Like, you've got to have investors. And even though that, I just did the $500,000 challenge to raise money for our single family division, we've had investors for a really long time, just not for single family, for the mobile home parks, for the apartment buildings. So just a different kind of investor at a different rate with an equity split, like all that. Gotta have people who, are a phone call away, and you can raise $1 million. And when you have that, it's extremely powerful. It takes a long time to kind of build that relationship, but having those people that are in your corner, that it's a great deal for them, like it's a win-win every single time you do a deal. Like you do exactly what you say you're going to do, and you always under promise and over deliver with everything you do. Again, if the product is here that you're selling, like what you can actually deliver, they're extremely excited down here. You're not even mentioning, you're not even like saying that this is a possibility above that bar. And then you'll have money just like kind of flowing into your business, which allows you to do some even more creative stuff. And as your track record gets like bigger and bigger, and you know, we've done over 300 deals, never lost money on a single deal. Being able to say that, it makes raising money a piece of cake. So you got to have money, you got to have people. Again, you don't have to have it, but you need people who are in your corner, who want you to succeed, and everything they invest in goes exactly as planned, if not better. So thanks everybody for watching. If anybody ever wants to go grab coffee or kind of talk real estate, again, I'm obsessed, so love to grab coffee. We are hiring and always still raising money. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll be back tomorrow.